original Morimoto XB headlights for the 15 to 17 F-150 were one of the very first XB assemblies we came out with. They were groundbreaking at the time and really opened the door for us into the full assembly market. But that was over 8 years ago, and it's time for a refresh. We've got the all-new Morimoto XB Evo headlight assemblies for the 15 to 17 F-150 and second generation Raptor. We rebuilt these from the ground up with an all-new assembly, lens, optics, and internals to make this the best possible headlight for the 15 to 17 F-150 or second gen Raptor. Starting with the styling, the XB Evo features titanium and gloss piano black internals, which offer a stylish, upgraded, and refined feel on the front end of your truck. The new Evos still feature the welcome sequence just like the previous ones that will flash across the daytime running light and the projectors when you start your truck. The daytime running lights are now a glass-like DRL optic, which are textured to ensure consistent illumination across the optic. Those daytime running lights are also selectable using our mode selector keys. You can choose between a white or amber daytime running light. You can also choose between a sequential or fade-off style turn signal. But these headlights aren't just designed to look great, they're also designed to perform. For low beam, they feature two bi-LED Evo Optics Type 2 projectors that are powered by Nichia LED chips. These projectors are incredibly bright, but also well controlled, providing exceptional driver comfort and beam distribution. Because of that control, they're fully DOT and FMVSS 108 compliant. Both of those projectors are bi-LED, so they will also both function as a high beam, with the addition of the D-optic high beam assist featured in the middle of the headlight. That D-optic will also illuminate backlit for the low beam, although it's only on full power for the high beam. Now, those projectors are pushed to the limit of what's road legal. But if you're taking your F-150 or Raptor off-road and you need a little extra punch in the low beam, we do also offer our Morimoto Supercharged Evo drivers. The Supercharged drivers will increase the light output of the low beam and high beam by about 30%. This won't be road legal, it is for off-road use only, but it's cool to have. The XB Evo model also features our frost-free lens heater system. This system uses ceramic heating elements to heat the lens of the headlight to prevent snow and ice buildup. Now that covers the XB Evo model, but we also have the XB Evo Hybrid. The XB Evo Hybrid is a headlight built on the same architecture of the Evo, with all of the same great performance features, with some of the additional features stripped out to reduce cost. The Hybrid features the same daytime running light optics, although here it's only available in white with the fade-off style turn signal. Rather than featuring the titanium internals, the Hybrid features all piano black internals, which I think is still a great look. For low and high beam, the Hybrid features the same great Evo Optics projectors, although the Hybrid does not feature the D-optic used for high beam assist. And because this model is focused on low beam performance, some of the additional features, such as the startup sequence and the lens heater, have been stripped out. Now, because these are the same projectors, you can also upgrade to the Supercharged Drivers, which still increase that output by about 30%, again for off-road use only. Installing the Supercharged Drivers also unlocks the startup sequence, so if you're looking for that, it's a great way to get it. Both of these headlights are designed, engineered, and tested right here in Atlanta, Georgia, taking our years of experience making headlights to make these the best they could possibly be. They're well built, designed to fit like factory, and featuring OE-grade connectors and wiring. The coating on the lens is also designed to exceed even the best in the industry. We've taken everything we've learned from years of building headlight assemblies to make these the best possible for your F-150. Because of all that, we're happy to stand behind them with a 5-year warranty should you ever have any troubles. Now, let's get them installed. Remove the two 7mm bolts, or 5.5mm on some models, from the inside of the wheel arch. If your truck is equipped with fender flares, firmly pull the fender flare away from the truck to release the two clips securing it to the fender. Remove the plastic push clip from the top of the headlight trim panel. Pull the side of the headlight trim panel away from the vehicle, then carefully but firmly pull the panel forward to release the clips on the back side of the panel from the vehicle. Using a long extension, remove the 10mm bolt located on the core support between the headlight and grille. Remove the three 10mm bolts and one 8mm bolt from the front of the lower headlight bracket. Remove the three 10mm bolts from the side of the lower headlight bracket. For Raptors, unplug your fender flare mounted side marker light and unclip the harness from the bracket. Then pull the bracket away from the truck, then remove it from the vehicle. Remove the two 10mm bolts on the top of the headlight. With the bolts removed, lift up on the tab on the top of the light, pull the light forward, and then up and out of the truck. Disconnect all wiring from the back of the headlight, which may vary between some models, and pry loose the harness clip from the back of the housing, and set the assembly aside. Repeat these steps on the opposite side of the truck. Choose from the color-coded keys shown below for your desired style. Use the red key for a white daytime running light and a fade-off style turn signal. Use the blue key for a white daytime running light and a sequential turn signal. This one will come pre-installed on your light out of the box. Use the green key for an amber DRL and a fade-off style turn signal, and use the black key for an amber daytime running light and a sequential turn signal. Install the mode selector key for your preferred style onto the 3-pin connector on the back of each headlight. Connect the included extension harness, which can be routed to the engine bay during install. If you've purchased the Morimoto XB Supercharged Headlight Drivers, which are sold separately and for off-road use only, remove the 3 Phillips head screws securing the standard headlight driver to the bottom of the headlight. Pull the driver off of the housing. Depress the clip on each of the driver connectors and pull to disconnect the driver from the internal headlight wiring. Apply a thin layer of the included grease to the outer edge of the seal on the new driver. Connect the new supercharged driver to the internal headlight wiring, making sure the tab on each of the connectors clips securely into place. Press the supercharged driver straight onto the mounting location, making sure the rubber seal is seated properly and does not get pinched or bunched up. Secure the driver to the housing using the original 3 Phillips head screws, and hand tighten them down in a star pattern to ensure the driver seats evenly against the housing. Remove the 3 T25 Torx screws holding the bracket to the bottom of each of the factory headlight assemblies. Transfer the brackets to the new assemblies and secure them in place using the factory hardware. Locate the underhood fuse box on the passenger side of the engine bay by the firewall. Open the lid to the fuse box. For 2018 to 2020 model year Raptors, remove the 10 amp fuse from slot F36. And for 18 to 20 model year truck, grab the micro fuse tap. Insert your fuse tap into the slot you removed the fuse from and route the harness out of the fuse box. Connect the second longest end of the DRL harness to the fuse tap. Route the shorter end of the DRL harness forward to the passenger side headlight cavity, and the longer end across the radiator support to the driver's side headlight cavity. Clean your surface with the provided alcohol wipe. Remove the paper backing from one side of one of the adhesive pads and stick it to the truck. Remove the paper backing from the other side of the adhesive and attach the steel plate. Attach your magnet-mounted resistor to the steel plate. Lift one of the new headlight assemblies up to the headlight cavity of the vehicle. Connect the DRL harness and either your factory LED headlight connector or the halogen input adapter harness. Slide the headlight onto the vehicle, ensuring that none of the wiring is pinched in the process. Secure the headlight to the truck using the factory hardware. Repeat these steps on the opposite side of the vehicle. Test and confirm that all functions are working properly. There are 3 LEDs on the bottom of the headlight driver that indicate when power is being received by the headlight. If any of these indicator lights are not illuminated when the corresponding function should be powered, recheck your connections and relevant fuses. The green light indicates low beam power, the blue light indicates high beam power, and the red light indicates power from the fuse tap. Reassemble the front of the vehicle in the reverse order of disassembly. The headlights come aimed out of the box for stock ride height. However, it is recommended to fine-tune the aim of your low beam after installation regardless. Using a T30 Torx driver down the back of the headlight to the adjuster gear, follow the instructions below to properly align your headlight's low beam cutoff. With the vehicle parked on level ground, 25 feet from a wall, measure the distance from the ground to the optical center mark on the headlight, which is the circular mark on the lens in front of the top projector. If the distance from the ground to the optical center is between 35 inches and 39 inches, adjust the cutoff on the wall to 2 inches below your headlight measurement. If the height is greater than 39.5 inches, adjust the cutoff on the wall to 3 inches below your headlight measurement. Factory ride height typically falls in this range at approximately 44 inches. Aiming should not require more than 3 full turns of the adjuster in either direction. Over-adjusting the light may result in damage to the adjuster. And that's really all it takes to get these installed on your F-150 or Raptor. Hope you enjoy and see you on the road.